Hey guys, so it's Monday, I think around 11 in the morning, so I'm going to give you a quick update. Been working on gravel this morning, so we are pretty much all set with our gravel other than, shimming up if we need to. From here, right across, and then you can see here, once I spread this, probably be at grade, so pretty close. Just used up a load of gravel, so going to head out, get one more so I can finish up down there. Gonna get the one new step put in, the light, finish up my gravel, and then if I have time, I'm even gonna start screeding out sand and laying pavers because the plumbing inspector will not be here until Wednesday now. So I'm gonna just kind of focus on the front yard between today, tomorrow, probably get a good amount of the pavers down, and then maybe on Wednesday get it all cut in and get our edging on, and hopefully poly sand if the weather's good, and then just do kind of some cleanup work and be done in the front, and then hop to the backyard and go from there. Hopefully have my guy back next week, it sounds like, and then I'm actually going to have my summer help back, it sounds like, and another buddy, so we may play some catch up next week and kind of bang the rest of this out and then be done for the year. So I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. It's about 10 o'clock now on Tuesday, so I didn't do another update yesterday because right after I did the first update, it ended up starting to pour. So I had to clean up quickly and get out of here. So I just want to show you guys kind of where I left off. I've done a little bit this morning, but not a ton. So I continued the gravel from here all the way up to the stairs. And I just finished up getting our first step in. So we just used the chestnut brown Brandon from that we're using in the backyard, and then we're going to cap it with Onyx Black Portofino cap. Just got our light put in, tested it, made sure it works good, so we're all good. So now I just need to get my gravel from the stair down to about where I left off yesterday, which is about right here, get that all where it needs to be, and then I'm going to dump what's left of the gravel in the truck in the backyard, head to the shop, get some sand, and start getting going on screeding out our sand, laying pavers, all that good stuff. So I'll give you guys some good updates of that, try to answer some questions about how we do things as I go through that process, so stay tuned. Hey guys, so lunchtime now, just want to check in, show you guys where I'm at, show you kind of how we screed our sand. So gravel is just about good. We always get it as close as we can to perfect without being too finicky, wasting too much time. You know, what we do is when we lay our screed rails down, we're usually within half an inch or so, and if we need to add a little bit, it's, adding half an inch. It's enough that we can just hand tamp it. So spec is you're allowed 3/8 of an inch in variance, so if we're within that 3/8, then we're good. So you can see right here I did my whole straight section. So the reason I started with that is so I could start off square of the house. So I'm going to lay the border in so we won't have to cut that side, and depending on how it lays out, we may not even have to cut the other side. Usually if we're within an inch or two of our desired width, then we'll just square it off with the pavers and won't have to cut it. So I'm going to work on getting that laid in. You can see I ran my string line. We're 4.5 feet off the foundation, so I'm going to lay my border in and then start laying out my body, which is going to be Teco Eva, or Eva, however you say it. So we're gonna get that section done, and then we'll screed out here up to the driveway. I'll get that laid in, maybe even get it cut, and then once that's done, I'll jump down to this end. Probably won't get to that today, we'll see how things go, but jump down to there, get it all laid in, and then hopefully tomorrow be done with the walkway, get the edging in, get hopefully poly sanded. We'll see how the weather is tomorrow. And then all I have left up here is to do the path lights, cap the step up there, and do some quick cleanup. So we are leaving things until the spring to come back to do the cleanup. And the reason we're doing that is because we're coming back to do all new plantings. So there's no point in us loaming and then coming back in the spring and destroying it. So they're going to kind of live with it looking kind of crappy through the year. But luckily the front isn't too bad. A little bit of ruts from the tires, but nothing too major. So one thing that I did want to show, and I'm not going to physically show it, but once we set our screed rails in the ground, or I guess on top of our gravel, we lay our sand on top, we rake it over, and then what we use we do not get down on our hands and knees and use a 2x4. We use Pave Tools Screed system. If you guys do not have this and do a lot of paver work, buy it. It is probably my favorite tool from Pave Tool, if not one of my favorite hardscape tools in general. It's such a simple thing, but it works wonders. No more kneeling down, scraping sand onto your knees. Works really well. I'll probably make an actual video of the tool at some point in the future, but definitely go check that one out. So I will check in with you guys at the end of the day. So just after 4:30, just get cleaned up, starting to get dark, so I'm gonna head out. So I'll show you guys where I'm at. So I didn't show a couple things I wanted to, so I'm gonna show you tomorrow when I finish up down there. But you can see this is what we got done, or I got done. So we ran it straight, didn't have to cut that whole straight section, and then overlaid our section here, cut that in place through our bordering. So it's done up to the driveway. We cut the driveway nice and neat too, so we don't have a crappy old rolled over edge. So it came out really good. Got our first 3 path lights in. So 1, 2, 3. So that they're each about 10.5 feet, 10.5 or 11.5 feet spaced apart. So we'll have 2 more. Got our step light in there. Gonna get that capped hopefully this week. So tomorrow I just have this last little bit to do. I'd say I have probably maybe not even a third left. If you look, I'd say probably a little less than a third left. So I'll get that done tomorrow. So the few things I'm going to show you are, I talked about how we screed, but I want to show you how we do our cutting, as far as cutting in place, and our marking. So I'm going to show you guys those couple things tomorrow. And so hopefully get the front done, edging in, hopefully get poly sanded. Then all I'll have left to do up here is just kind of some quick cleanup and to cap the step, and then we're on to the backyard. Hopefully be out of here within the next couple weeks before the weather gets bad. So that's it for today, guys. Stay tuned for the next video.